directionally challenged hiker here this Saturday, October 19th, 2024. I am here at Hermit Creek Camp. Dropped into this area around noon yesterday. It was our third night on the trail and our second night of rain. We had a thunderstorm at Granite Rapids the night before last, and we had rain a large portion of the night here at Hermit Creek Camp. And we talked to the other hiker that was in Hermit Creek Camp the night that we were at Granite, and they also had rain. So this is just going to be a little update tour of Hermit Creek Camp and what it looks like after 2 nights of rain, and maybe where you should and should not camp if there is a fair amount of rain in the forecast. Right now I am walking into the large group site. You can see here where it has eroded a little bit over the years. We've got a site here and then there. That one looks pretty dry. That one looks like probably has some flow through it. Just gonna turn this way, not too bad. And as we get back to this awesome like rock area, it looked so level yesterday, but if you want to wake up in a pond, pitch your tent there. So yeah, if it's going to be raining quite a bit, probably not the spot to pitch your tent in the large group area. I do know there is a little site over just going up a short ways. Let's check this out. Yeah. So another kind of soggy morning in the canyon. Not something I am really used to. It is normally fairly dry here, at least the days I have been backpacking it. Okay, so not too bad here. Yeah, just trying to show you, like, you know, I don't know, where you maybe don't want to sleep. But anyway, we're turning around here. I will take you back into the main camp area. Awesome views. I did wake up at like 4 and I was attempting to take pictures of the moon and it was not happening. Yeah, I'm not very good at it, and the zoom lens was way too much for the little tripod I was trying to use. So we're heading back up to the composting toilet, and then we'll go down this little light path and I will show you some other sites and what they look like after all this rain that we seem to have had. You can see where it kind of flows down here a little bit. There were actually little puddles when I was wandering around trying to figure out the best spot to try and take pictures of the moon at 4 in the morning. So here is a spot here. It looks to be fairly dry. And we'll go down just a little bit farther here. I remember the first time I was here and I had hiked all the way down, and then where I'm walking right now, climbing up to the bathroom, my legs were so angry at me, my quads and my calves. All right, so here, this is another site. You could pitch a couple of tents. You can probably right there, you're going to get some flow as it's actually raining. And then here, it is looking fairly dry. This is actually where I tried to set up and take pictures of the moon, trying to find a spot where I could tip the camera up and still look through the viewfinder. I don't know about you, but I have an awful time trying to use that screen. So, okay, that's not too bad. We're going to head down this way. There is an epic site tucked into the rock area, I think is how you would say it. I will get that a little bit later as there is a hiker there. But we have, ouch, tree, probably pitch there and stay fairly dry. It is supposed to be decent today, so yay, our tents will dry out. We packed up soggy tents yesterday and they dried out after we got here, and they are quite soggy again this morning. So that is heading up to that site. I will come back to that, take a walk down towards where we set up last night. Again, I'm walking, the little path has some runoff. My tent here stayed dry inside, no puddles. You can probably see, like center screen, where the water will travel a little bit depending on how much rain you're getting, but there's me. And my friend is down here. She doesn't seem to have any standing water around her tent, nor does that little area right there. And then there's one more little spot we'll walk down. Let's just tuck around here. The trees like to attack you when you're walking around sometimes. And this little area here seems fairly dry. Not the most level of sites, but fairly dry. So yeah, this is Hermit Creek Camp area after the rain. And you can walk down here if you want to check out the falls. Actually, let's see if I can get a clip of that. Since I am walking around, may as well end this video with something kind of cool. There's a nice little pool down here. That is actually deeper and larger than the first time I was here. It's pretty crazy, the changes I've seen over the short years that I have been experiencing this Grand Canyon. So later. All right, that epic sight. It is a bit of a temptation to move on up here today, but our gear is so wet. We do not want to try to move soggy tents. I mean, it's possible, but yeah, we're just hoping they dry out. So we've stayed here a couple times. I've stayed here with my husband the time he made it down here with me, and we love this spot. I actually enjoyed a chat with the other hiker last night because, as you can see, it is dry back along the wall. So I just kind of sat that little bench area there, and yeah, I stayed out of the rain as it was coming down. I could just see it raining. But a pretty cool area. Yeah, awesome views. But is there anywhere in the Grand Canyon where we don't have awesome views and stuff to look at? So I don't know. I am kind of rambling here. We are waiting for that sun to come on up over the wall and warm us up. And then we are hoping to scramble up Hermit Creek this morning. So hopefully see you there later. All right, after going around and capturing the soggy Hermit Creek camp on video, I couldn't resist trying to capture some of those glistening water droplets as the sun was coming up. Also those dried up flowers and some of the moss. Just enjoying myself while I was waiting for the sun to climb up over the wall. And then we are going to have some water droplets by that waterfall that I mentioned that you really couldn't see in that clip. And this video will wrap up with another blip of my very ugly tent repair. So enjoy, and later. Directionally challenged hiker here this Saturday, October 19th, 2024. And I am just going to give you a quick update on the ugly repair job that I did on one of my Big Agnes Tiger Wall 2-person tents. And this is the tent that got annihilated. near the confluence off the Beamer. Got caught up in the wind that we were having, and it was hung up in a tree when I got back to camp. So there is the patch I did where there was a pretty big hole, and I originally patched it on trail with a gallon-sized freezer bag and medical tape. So that one is holding up. It is not leaking. There is a little patch down here that is not going to affect the interior of the tent, but it appears to be staying put. The screen patches are holding, but those have no, those do not affect its waterproofness. And then we will come around to this front end of the tent where it got scuffed rather badly. And yeah, it may be ugly, but it is keeping the rain out. And yes, we have had 2 nights of rain. It rained most of last night, and then the night before at Granite Rapids, we actually had a thunder and lightning storm. So yay, I guess it may not be pretty, but it's doing the job. So later.